So good morning to all. Hope you all are doing great. So today in this video we'll be discussing about Vikas Multicorp share. So we know that this particular stock has given trouble to most of the people who have invested at high levels, whether it may be 20 rupees level or 21 rupees level. So we personally discussed about this particular stock when it is used to trade around 8 rupees. So we discussed it will reach the 15 rupees level. Again we discussed it will reach 20 rupees level. So after that we know that profit booking has started. So we also know that heavy we can see correction was seen in the stock. So currently again it has approached the 8 rupees level, and on Friday again a movement was seen in the stock. Okay, so people who have entered at 8 rupees level, or people have bought at high levels, so we'll try to find out what we can do, and also we'll see the AGM, that is the 25th AGM of Vikas Multicorp also will be scheduled on September 30. So we'll see the main highlights of that, and then we'll move on to the technical charts. So before that, if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get instantly notified. So we can see that the AGM of the Vikas Multicorp, that is the 25th annual general meeting of the shareholders, will be scheduled on Wednesday. So that is 30th September at 11:30 a.m. through video conferencing. So this is the AGM that will be held on Wednesday. So we actually, when we discussed earlier about Vikas Multicorp, we discussed the various bulk deals that happened in the companies. If you have not watched the video regarding that, then definitely watch it. So we have discussed all the latest deals that happened in the company. We have discussed all the shareholding pattern as well, so which is very important to know, since the stock when it started correcting also, we discussed these important aspects which are very important. Okay, so now we'll see what are the major key highlights of this particular meeting. So we can see that the director of Vikas Multicorp, we know, is Mr. Vikas Garg. So we discussed that as well, and also recently allotment has also happened of Mr. Sunil Alag, who was the ex we can say CEO of Britannia Industries. So that also we have discussed. So clearly you can see director who retires by rotation. So rotation is happening regarding the management, that is regarding the director. So who is the new director? We'll see that as well. So we can see the new director after rotation will be Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma. So he will be taking the post of director of Vikas Multicorp. So as a whole-time director. So we know that almost for all the Vikas companies, either it may be Vikas Multicorp, Vikas Ecotech, Vikas Propent. So we know that the main person behind all these companies is Mr. Vikas Garg. So he used to manage all these things. So this particular stock also, when used to trade near 0.9 rupees, so we know that how much amount of movement was seen in the stock. So mainly it is the operator activity. So continuous movement was seen in the stock. So not even a single day a little bit of correction was seen. It used to trade normally without any direct upper circuits. It used to continuously move up. So that time many people did not understand why it was going continuously upward, since there were no any positive news were not present. Either the financials were that great, only the fundamentals were decent for the company. So promoter holding was present, so debt was little less as compared to other the peer sector, and also the sector which was very beneficial for the future. So based on these assumptions only, many people have invested. So nothing major positive news was present. So that time people did not understand why the stock was continuously moving up. So at a point, each and every individual tries to book their profit. So profit booking also happens. So in this particular stock also same thing has happened, and continuous downtrend was seen. So many people started questioning. I have taken at 20 rupees, let's say 20,000 rupees investment. I personally suggested that don't invest in penny stocks in that much amounts. So that is very risky, because penny stocks are penny because of some problem associated with it. Okay, so no company remains in penny unless the management changes it to a multi-bagger. So completely it depends upon the management. So if management changes, so then only we can invest in heavy quantities. So rather than investing in heavy quantities, what we discussed, let us say we invest 2k to 3k investment in penny stock, then we need to forget about that. So we need to have an idea in mind that we are going to lose this 2000 3000 rupees. So then only that fear that will be present regarding this stock will completely reduce. So if 2000 and 3000 is not a matter to you, then definitely you will make a good amount of profit. So if you invest entire 20,000 rupees, that is a greed which is present in every individual. So many people, after missing the Alok Industries rally, so they all thought, let's invest in future retail, let's invest in Vikas Multicorp so that we can catch this particular moment. So that doesn't happen in every stock. So Alok Industries, why it has given that movement? Because of Reliance backup. So these particular stocks, whether it may be Vikas Multicorp, it doesn't have that much positive news to boost that much amount of momentum. So later, from where profit booking has happened, so don't worry. Again, when you are investing in any stock, always remember, invest only small portion rather than investing entire bulk amount. So that is very risky, that we discussed in each and every video. So now we'll see onto the technical charts. Also we'll do the volume analysis and we'll see what can be the next possible levels. So when we see the volume analysis, so on Friday, clearly we have seen a heavy volume was seen, heavy spike was seen. So major volume was removed. So annual general meeting is approaching. So people, the operators also, they're booking their profits heavily from where they started rising this particular stock. Okay. So continuous downtrend was seen, but minor volumes was seen. Now yesterday itself, suddenly heavy volume was seen. So something is being removed from the particular company. So nothing much to panic. If I've invested 8 rupees also, we'll see the next set of levels. So on 25th September, you can see 75% was the deliverable quantity and traded quantity was present. That is obvious. So whenever stock movement will be seen, it implies heavy traded quantity will be present. So if we compare on earlier basis, so that time 100% deliveries were seen. So that also we have discussed. So when we see how much the stock has lost, so if you can see that on 1 week, you can see 21% is lost by the company, and 1 month 55.34. So currently if you see the PE as well as market cap, so market cap is almost 500 crore and the PE is also drastically dropped. So in 1 year as well as 6 months, you can see, even though it has given continuous downtrend, so the returns are, you can see how much returns have been given. 6 months 482% returns. So quickly we'll see what the indicators are suggesting, and then we'll go on to the technical charts. So these are only the assumption basis, so we can't confirm anything. So because it's an operator game, just we can watch the game and we should invest at the right moment. So we can't justify that it will give the reversal, but it's a hope that it should move in a good direction, because many people are stuck in loss. So we can't expect that move also. So ultimately it's operators who decide the price, but we need to control our greed and we need to find best quality stocks, not only penny stocks. So there are many stocks which I have discussed. Only invest small portions in penny stock and rest for long term. So if we see what the indicators are suggesting, so when we discussed in earlier videos also, when it was hitting continuous lower circuits, I told that money flow index is not dropping. So that is the major volume is not dropping. So in the past few days, the money flow index suddenly dropped down to the oversold region. So currently if you see, strength of the stock is also completely reduced completely. So 30 below is generally oversold. So it has reached the 21 rupees level. So mainly one last support is present, so that we need to watch if any sort of movement will happen or not. If that is also not respected, so definitely again it will go back to the further down level. So we can't do anything for that, because the major amount will be present with the operators. The amount we invest, that is almost in 1000 rupees regions only. So they invest in lakhs and crores, so we can't control anything. So we need to focus only on the last support which is left. So we'll move on to the technical charts. So you're back onto the technical chart. So this is the 1-day chart of Vikas Multicorp. So clearly you can see continuous downtrend was seen in the stock. So last on Friday it has shown some movement. So even the traded quantity was huge. We discussed in the previous slides. So clearly here also you can understand by seeing the volume. So when it has started hitting the lower circuit, so let me show you. So when it has started hitting the lower circuit, so clearly you can see that time the volume which was removed was minute, but later you can see the volume was flat. But yesterday, that is on Friday, you can see a huge spike in volume was also seen. So my personal opinion is that if you're having a fresh investment in this particular stock, what is the strategy? Invest 1000 to 2000 rupees. So that much is more than enough in a penny stock. You should need to forget the money which is not a matter to you, so that should be put into penny stock. So we have discussed some good quality stocks like India Mart, we have discussed about Yes Bank, we have discussed about so many good stocks for long term. So have a watch on that as well. This is not only the stock which is present in stock market, many stocks are there. So penny stock is a stock which is based on pure luck. Okay, it depends when the management changes. Since the fundamentals are decent, so that's why we are investing even that 2k. Otherwise we won't invest that also, because quality matters. How much amount of investment you're doing, also quality as well as quantity totally depends. So always invest in small quantities, either it may be 1k, 2k. Invest in that amount of range and take the shares and leave it. Okay, whether it may go to UC, whether it may go to LC, so it doesn't matter to you. Wait for few years. So that is what builds a penny stock portfolio. Okay, so rest of all, invest in quality stocks. Do SIP in those stocks. Okay, so best quality stock, do the SIP. Okay, so that is what I can suggest. So don't invest entire 20k, 30k in these particular stocks. Okay, single day or 1 week nobody will become rich. Complete patience is required. Okay, so clearly we can see money flow index now finally after past few days it has reached the overbought region. So it's continuing that region, so that is well and good. So people have invested at low levels, let's say at 8 rupees also. If any sort of reversal happens, so they will be benefited. So that also depends completely on luck, so depends on operators. So this is the 1 week chart. So this 1 week chart, clearly you can see the stock, the final support of the stock, you can see 6.88 rupees level. So this is what is the ultimate support for the company. 6.88 is a very good support. So we have double confirmation here, that is the 50 EMA as well as the pivot point. So if you get a chance to invest, definitely you can have a try. So because the AGM also is coming near, so that is on Wednesday, so keep an eye on it. And also I'll update if any sort of movement is happening. So join the Telegram group. So I'll provide the link in the comment section, so that quick, if you want to buy this particular stock for fresh investment, so you can have a watch. So I will update that as well. So join the Telegram group. So this is the one support that we need to watch on Monday as well. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, any day. If any sort of reversal happens, I'll update in the comment section. Okay, so hope I'm clear. So everything is being discussed. So even I discussed the AGM, you discussed the basic ideology behind this, so why it is falling. So everything is clear. So if you like the video, definitely like it, and if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe. So next videos we'll discuss about another stock. So until then, take care, bye bye.